Hey YouTube, this is Mashida Mooney. Today's video will be about we are what we eat. We hear this a lot all the time, you are what you eat. But I think people understand what it means, but they don't understand what they're eating. And so when we eating foods not suited to our body, when we're eating foods of lower vibrations. So before we go into the topic today, we are what we eat. Let's just go over what is in yoga the three gunas, the triguna, and that is tamas, rajas, and sattva. Tamas refers to the dull, the lazy, the inactive quality, inertia. Rajas refers to the activity, the motion, and then sattva refers to the pure quality, tranquility, even-mindedness, the sage-like qualities. And so, now which qualities do you want to represent? Tamas, dull, activity, restlessness, or do you want to represent peace, calmness, tranquility? And to me, that's an obvious answer, sattva, of course. And so, then we must look at, if we want to beat sattvic, then what do we need to do? Like what qualities, what habits, what do we need to pick up to bring in this sattvic quality? So obviously meditation, sun gazing, um, hatha yoga, um, peaceful music, creative arts. These things bring in that sattvic energy. And also a big thing is food. So the mind is also fed by what we eat. The subtlest portion of the food becomes the nutrients for the mind, essentially. Something I had learned from Swami Shivananda. And so we want to think, what foods are we eating then? Because it doesn't make any sense to be trying to meditate and cultivate all these sattvic qualities if we're constantly intentionally bringing in rajasic and tamasic qualities in our lives. It will make meditation more difficult. Like, for example, if eating a heavy meal, maybe meat or some grains, a very heavy meal, it's hard to meditate. Something very spicy can make the mind very energetic, or something very heavy, something very dense will make the mind very tamasic, and you can fall asleep very easily in meditation. So we want that the calmness, and this calmness is obviously not the same as a tamasic inertia. This calmness is of an uplifting quality. It is energetic. It's high in energy, but it's very relaxed. It's very calm, and that is what we want to be in. And so, if you eat fruit, then go meditate. You'll notice that the fruit does not weigh you down. If anything, it could even help uplift. And also, after long meditation, I've noticed that's another thing. After long meditations, eating certain foods, you can feel how much these foods drag the consciousness down. Same thing when you break a fast. When you break a fast, you can see, whoa, this food really weighs me back down, because as meditation and fasting, like, the consciousness is expanding. It's going beyond this body, essentially. And fasting, you start to realize over time, the distance of the fast, that there's something else fueling this body, that cosmic energy. You start tapping into a higher source. The vibration continues to rise. And you notice that when you break a fast with like fruits or something, that the consciousness may drop a little from not eating, from just prana to just fruit. But you'll notice that keeps you very uplifted. Still keeps the energy high. It doesn't drop the energy down. Then you may eat meat or very rajasic foods, very spicy foods, or very heavy, very full feeling foods, and you notice a plunge in consciousness. The body consciousness just takes over again. And so that's a sign that, like, we are what we eat. We ate that food and our vibration became like that food. Like I mentioned in my previous video, that we take on the energetic qualities, the emotions that we eat, whatever we eat from. So whether that be animals, plants, fruit, etc., we take on that emotional and energetic qualities. And so when we are being conscientious of what we're taking in so that we can become like that sattvic quality, then we start to notice that the raw foods is really one where the highest energy is at, and two where we feel the most energetic calmness, where we feel the energy is just high, but we still maintain that peace. And I've noticed for myself, over so for a year I had focused on a transition to the raw diet, and then now for the past almost 2 months or so I've been eating just raw, and I can say that wow, definitely the energy has been high, as well as uh, that sattvic quality is very strong, where it just the mind only wants to dwell either inward or in very high vibrational things. So whether that be like reading of scriptures or creative work, where just the mind either wants to be creating or wants to be dissolving into that oneness, where it just things of lower vibrations just don't appeal to me anymore. To some point, in some cases, almost like disturbed or disgusted at the difference. And so that is definitely something to adapt to for sure. But going back to, we are what we eat. So we want to focus on bringing in pure foods, high quality foods, foods that bring lots of energy, and then start decreasing the foods that don't bring the high sattvic quality. And then you can, you don't have to take my word for it, you can test it for yourself. Start either perform a fast, or whenever you finish a long meditation, try first with fruits and then try it with different foods. Experiment and see for yourselves. Don't take my word for it, because we will notice and experience like, whoa, this is how it is. It's just, we should be conducting our own experiments because we are scientists ourselves. A direct experience is the only teacher. And so experiment for yourself, try it out, see what works. Try the breaking fast ending meditations with fruits. Try to see the difference in these qualities, because I'm sure you will start to notice as you work on it that these fruits than the vegetables are just of higher quality. And you'll even notice the difference between fruits and vegetables. That, like for myself, I notice a huge difference. That vegetables are definitely more, some use the word grounding, but to me, they definitely bring the consciousness more down than the fruits. Albeit the vegetables is definitely higher vibration than cooked food or whatever. And so there's definitely scales to it, but don't always think you have to go straight to the number one and have to be only at that level. But definitely see, experiment, try it out. Do even experiment with fruit fast. Do like a week of fruit fast, maybe 2 weeks. Experiment, see how you feel, and really just bring in more energy and lightness into our lives. And that's what we're really missing, is that energetic, that childlike quality. And that's what we really want. We want to be, as like in the Bible said, be like a child again. That's the energy we want to be imbibing, where the creativity is flowing through the child. The child is in tune with nature. The child is tapping into source, consciously or unconsciously. And that's the energy we want to be bringing, because with sattvic foods, that is the most inclined towards the spiritual nature. So like, one would not even have to, essentially like, through the raw diet, one would start to develop inclination towards spirituality, towards higher thinking, towards spiritual living, just as a byproduct of your consuming pure high vibration foods. And so in turn your body will become high vibrations. It will become inclined towards the spiritual nature. And we want the whole world like that, because that would be beautiful. So that's all for the video. This one, like I say, you are what you eat. We are what we eat. Life begets life. We want to consume life to breed life. Consume death equals death. So just keep that in mind. Peace be with you.